Okay, I'm Kali Nija. I'm an artist, a singer-songwriter, and a bit of a musician. I play a couple of instruments as well. Yeah,
That's basically it.
that's basically
Can you
it.
tell us where you grew up?
I grew up in a lot of places. So I was born in Bots, and 6 months later, I was in Kenya because that's where my parent is from. So I've been around.
Okay, let's talk a bit about your music. Before we talk about your songs that you release and everything.
Okay.
Let's start off with what inspired you into music, or how did the journey of music start for you?
You know, when you realize that you're not, okay, I wouldn't say I'm book smart, but
Okay.
I do well in practicals. You know, I'm a practical person, so I'm like, okay, you know what? Singing seems to be good, so I can push that or go into IT. So yeah.
So did it start off from a young age, or you know how most people just start off from church or at a school choir or something?
We used to watch Mokarana a lot, right? And Flavor Dome. And I'd always be there singing along to most of the shows and the acts, and my mom was on some, you know, you can sing, hey, you can sing. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not gonna take it seriously until like a few years later, I think 2015, 2016, I was like, you know what, let me just join a talent show and see what happens. And it was good. So I was like, okay, no, this could work. So yeah.
Which talent show was that?
My school's talent show. I tried my stuff, but then I was like, that's too much. Hey, especially if you're still in school, it's a real commitment, you know, and you have to commit to it, guys. Yo, I've seen what those people go through. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I picked, you mentioned book smart, you mentioned school a lot. What do you do apart from music?
I go to UB. Yeah. I'm pursuing a degree in business management. I wanted to do IT, but it seems to be saturated, hey, like quite a lot. So I was like, next best thing, you know. So yeah.
So what's your creative day like?
Oh my gosh, it's hectic, hey. It's so hectic. I start off in the morning. I have a thing with ice, so ice is the first thing that I no, like if I don't have ice in the morning, I know that my day won't start proper. So first it's ice, right? Chew on some ice. After that, boot up my laptop, go through emails, check what's there, check what's new, check my news feed, check messages, reply to messages. And then once I'm done with that, now it's school. Check school emails, you know, check assignments that I haven't done, or, you know, just check what needs to be done on that side. And then rest for a bit, have like lunch, because all that takes a long time. Like they never tell you this when you start in the music industry. Oh my gosh, it's replying fans, it's replying people trying to work with you, it's posting and scheduling, and it's so, it's too much. It's too much at times, too much. So yeah, and then the day goes on, and then continue answering. It's a 24. You don't rest. Even at night, you don't rest because
Getting a manager or something.
I've had 4 managers.
4.
I've had 4.
What happened?
Creative differences. I'm like OCD when it comes to having things done at a certain time and in a certain way. You get, and in all honesty, if it's not your product, you don't really put 100% into it, yeah? Because you're thinking, I have other stuff to do. So you might find managers not answering emails, not, going on the pages and checking, or at least replying to comments and stuff on pictures and stuff, and posting, when you schedule stuff like that, because scheduling is very important in this industry. So I was like, you know what, it's best I do it myself, even though it's a lot, and I'm also dealing with school side. Because it's my baby. I need to push my baby. You get? So
one question that just came in my mind when you're talking about school, managing social media, responding to emails. How do you balance all that? And what's the most challenging thing to get through your day?
I don't sleep because I have international clients, right? And they wake up. Okay, we have like time zones, they're time zones, different time zones and stuff. So you might find when I'm sleeping, the person has sent an email, or they've sent, a message or stuff to work with, or, interview for radio overseas and stuff like that. And the times is just hectic. And I like answering people on time, because I've seen it firsthand. When you don't reply on time, you lose a gig, you lose an opportunity, and this world, bots is slow. Bots is slow. Bots is slow. In other countries, everything is so fast-paced. You need like 5 or 6 managers to deal with everything. So yeah.
I was sort of trying to find out how you balance your time, your work, through school and everything. And I still didn't get an answer.
Like I said, I don't sleep. I probably sleep 3 or 4 hours. Okay, so certain times, like I said, in the morning, around 4 to 8 is answering emails and stuff, right? For music side. Then after 8, it's school to like around 11, because I have classes then. And then from like 12 to 1 is like my lunch, lunch. And then after that, there's still stuff that you have to reply. So reply. And then from 6 to like 12 at night, study. So it's hectic.
So you mentioned, I don't want to go on this one first, that they pick international clients and fast-paced movement out there. But I want to talk about your music itself, the song that made you from 2015 or in recent, the song that you feel this is what made me right now.
I feel like there's no song. Like, people have their favorites, but to me, there's no that one song where I can be like, you know what, I was doing this stuff. As an artist, we're so critical with ourselves, so I don't think there's anything there yet. But I do have a song that I always like to perform, which is Don't Go, the Chronicle Deep remix. So yeah.
So take us through your kind of music and why that particular genre. I mean, you just mentioned you like singing along with everybody. I'm sure you were just picking. So, and then when you decided this isn't for me. Yeah.
Growing up, cleaning, my mom would always play music. Like, that was her thing. Would wake up on Saturday and there would be music like at 7, blasting loud, so you couldn't sleep. So it was either rumba, that Congolese music and stuff, some French music, and then she'd let us play our own music also. So my brother used to play EDM and indie and rock a bit, alternative rock. So that kind of, initially I wanted to start with indie, but as we're in Botswana, people don't really listen to indie music. So I was like, okay, what's the next best thing? Motswako? No, I can't do Motswako. I don't know anything about it. I'd watch it and they'd kill me. So I was like, okay, no, what is there? And then I managed to meet someone, Lloyd BW, and we did a house track, and I was like, okay, no, this I can work with. Okay, because it seems like people also love it here. So let's do that.
So who have you worked with locally and then internationally? And what the opportunity means to you internationally?
I've worked with producers like Pricey J, Lloyd BW, Major K, and that's it. Wait, DJ Hunter. Yeah, Hunter. Yes, those four locally. Yeah. And then as for internationally, Chronicle Deep, South Africa, Latique, South Africa, Jazuel, South Africa, James Lacey, Germany, Low, UK, and Lucian, America. Yeah.
Wait, how'd you get those connections?
I don't want to spill trade secrets. Come on, man. We're all struggling. We're all struggling. I would say emails are your best friends. Hey, emails.
Oh, just emails or music?
Oh, also, hey, yeah. Because they want a certain sound. And you know, Deep House is like the, what do you call it? The base for everything. Like, if you really think about it, Deep House is the base. It's Afro tech, it's Afro house, it's, you know, yeah. Like, if you listen to a lot of the stuff, because I know in UK, Deep House blows quite a lot. And that's what they use to do stuff like indie, to do rock, you know, the melodies and stuff. So I feel like it is, you know, the mother of everything.
And what does this opportunity mean to you being here in Botswana and being able to make so many connections out there?
I'm thankful for Wi-Fi. I do, like, seriously, I'm thankful for Wi-Fi because without being connected to the internet, there's nothing that you can do. Literally nothing. So good Wi-Fi and bots. Bots is a problem. I mean, it's a nice place to be in if you like relaxing and, you know, things are slow and you're just going with the flow, but it doesn't prepare you for the outside world.
Well, I like the fact that you mentioned that bit because my next question would be, what would you change in the music industry here? I mean, given the fact that you have so much experience and have the opportunity to see what happens out there, what is that thing you say, you know what, if I had the opportunity or had the capability to do this is what I'll do in terms of music industry in Botswana?
Oh, there's a lot to do, hey? I mean, just going off of what's going on in SA, they support their local quite a lot, even in shows. Like, they fill up. People, like, the time I was performing there, people I didn't even know were filling up seats and stuff, and I was like, wow. So I would say, hey, there's a lot. Honestly, even if we had time, there still wouldn't be enough. I just feel like we need to put more. Like, there need to be a dedicated kind of team for everything to, like, look at how other countries do it, because this industry makes a lot of money. Like, a lot. SA is literally riding on the industry, music. You know, so yeah, we have diamonds, but for how long? You know, we have gold, but for how long? You know, and the foot and mouth outbreaks, and you know, there's always a new disease coming on. So I feel like into other areas, not just music alone. Supporting local, playing more local, but they do. But other radio stations don't. Some they just play the old stuff, like they play the old stuff, like the 1990 something stuff instead of like the new stuff to understand, oh, we're moving. You know, we're able to compete with, like, there's some talented people in this country, man. We're able to compete with other countries. Look at how Black Coffee, come on, man. Look at Nasty C meeting with people like Jay-Z. Like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah.
You talk of opportunities out there, right?
Yes.
Linking up with great artists out there. In the mix of all this, what's the best advice you've received about your music?
Don't take yourself lightly. Like, you can push. Money is not always, like, it should not always be in your head, yeah? Because our industry here doesn't make money, hey? Unless you're doing shows. But even then, you have to negotiate your price. So, put money aside for now, okay? And just focus on pushing the music the best way that you can. Use your friends, you know, if you have friends that use clothing lines and stuff, help each other, because at the end of the day, if you don't help each other, who's gonna help you?
There's a question I like asking most of my guests.
Okay.
What are your priorities? I mean, you mentioned school, you mentioned obviously to do music. So what are your priorities? Maybe just...
My first priority is school, because that's a guaranteed job. Yeah, okay, not in bots, but it's a guaranteed job, and that pays the bills. Unfortunately, music here doesn't pay the bills, okay? Endorsements do, shows do, but those even are scarce, you know, coming out of COVID. So even royalties, I don't know why the royalties, like I said, I've worked with both South African, UK, yeah. So the royalties are different with every country, right? So if you're in bots, focus on getting shows and stuff like that. Yep, I sidetracked. I forgot your question. My priorities. School, because that's money, and music second. Those are the only things in my life that I prioritize. The rest, hi. I'm too busy to do anything else, honestly.
What advice would you give to an upcoming artist, or upcoming artists who just drop school and decide, I want to do music? I know it's a risk that most take, but what advice would you give?
Don't drop school. Don't do that. We were not back in the day when stuff was easy to come up with, you know, and you could do something. You know, everybody's trying to do something to survive. So your best bet is school. Like, I even, there was a point where I was like, I want to drop out. And I was like, but what are you going to do? How are you going to pay bills? You know, so prioritize school first. You can push your music, yes, but school first. And then also, it's not a game. You're dedicating your life. Music, you think it's a hobby, but it's not. It's like an extension of you, so take it very seriously. I've met quite a lot of people that have asked me, like, I want to get into the industry, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, take it seriously. Push it. Because if no one else is going to push your stuff, you know. So take yourself seriously and do stuff as professionally as you can. There's no friendship in music, okay? There's business though. So nurture that business relationship and make sure that, you know, everything you do, there's a contract. Contract. Even if it's a show, contract. It doesn't matter. Contracts, school, and music. You'll be good. Push, guys, push.
What's next for you?
More international features, and more music. Yeah.
So which song are you gonna perform for us today, and why that particular song?
It's a new song. It's from my upcoming album. I just want to give you a taste of something different, because I feel like people think I only do deep house or Afrotech. But yeah, it's a little bit different. I felt like it was a little bit close to people's hearts and stuff, so we'll see.
Replacement, I want a replacement. This one is broken, and it won't stop hurting. So fast to the end, and I'm begging for another round. Go on. You got what you wanted, know you planning from the dock you're playing now. I can't let it. No, I can't face you. No, I can't face it. No way how from it. Stop that. I'm neglected. I'm rejected. I'm pushed over till nothing can come from me. Till nothing can come from me. I've been on the sabo, and I'm trying to get it on. I know what I'm having, but I'm slacking, cause I'm stuck on what we was. I need another love, I need another plug. Give me another one, I can't get this. Is it crack you're on? Crack? Is it crack you're on?